Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to make our email address not spam botable. So I have a no spam, and all I did was I just typed this into Google and found this website that explains to you how to do this coding to avoid spam. And it's very simple, really. It just kind of breaks this down into something that doesn't look like an email address like this, so that spam bots won't be able to find it. Okay, but it takes a little JavaScript for that to happen, and it allows you to download the JavaScript on that link. This is the bronzeage.com /nospam, and I've already provided you. Already provided you with that here. So there's the email JS, or the JavaScript. So I need to put that inside my site folder so that I'll be able to use that. In fact, I'm going to leave a copy out here too. So there we go. So now it's inside my folder. It's on the top level of my folder, and it tells you exactly what to do in the I'm lost again. Oh, let's go. It tells you exactly what to do in on the web page. So if you scroll down far enough, it tells you that you need to, in the head, number one, in the head section of the web page, add this line of script, which just calls that JavaScript. Okay, so I'm going to copy that right now, and I'm going to go back to my web page, which should be here. There we go. And then I'm going to go to the code view. I'm going to go to the head, and right after the head tag, I'm going to make a couple spaces and paste that right in. So this is saying to call that JavaScript, and it says that it is in fact in a folder. That means that's in a folder called scripts. Well, we don't have a folder called scripts. If I come over here and look at my files, it's right at the same level as the index.html. So I can take this section right out, and it should be able to find it. If I don't take it out, it's going to look for a folder called scripts, which I don't have yet. Okay, so let's go back over here. The next thing it says is to make your email address that looks like this now, and make it look like this. Okay, so I'm going to copy the bottom one, the one I have to make it look like, and basically what it's doing is this. I'm going to scoot up here and we'll see. It's taking the first part of the before the @ sign, nobody, and placing it here in the parentheses, separated by a comma, and then the second part, fake address 9z over here, and then this is the code for the .com or whatever the suffix is, and then the rest is just the same. This would be the text that's displayed. Okay, Mr. Nobody is the text that's displayed for the user to click on. So I'm going to copy this. Let me look down here at the codes though. If you want different codes, you can, oh, I'm sorry. The code would be 0 for .com, 1 for org, 2 for net. We're going to have to go in there and add 1 for edu to make ours work. So I'll show you how to do that in a second. All right, back over here. I'm also in the code view. I'm going to go all the way down to where that, here it is. I'm going to separate it out here. There is the old one, and pasting in the new one. So I need to take my Bruce, this part right here, copy it, and put it where it says, oh, I got the wrong one. This is wrong. Pardon me. Back over here. I never did copy this. There we go. Copy. Paste. So, Bruce. Copying that. That's going to go here where it says nobody, right before the @ sign, right? Okay. This, somewhere.com. I just need the word somewhere. Actually, the .com comes later. So copy and fill in this space right here with that. 0 for .com will work. For .edu, you need to go in and actually change the script itself. And this is what is going to show up here for the text for them to click on. So email me. I'm going to leave in there. All right. And let me show you how to change that script. So if I double click on the script, it'll open right here. Then I can just go hijack one of these things. Like number 3, WS, don't need it. Going to hijack that and make that edu and save. And now if I typed 3 here, I would get an edu. Okay? Now I don't need this anymore. It's been replaced by this. If I go to my design view and scroll down, it's missing. It is missing because I need to go to actually live view, I think, for this to work. And down to the bottom, and now there it is. So when I click on this now, it'll open my email client, but there's no way for spam bots. Well, there's always a way. There's less of a chance that a spam bot will get a hold of your email address and send you a bunch of stuff you don't want. Okay? So let's move on. Oh, let's change these styles so that I can see these things a little bit better. So I'm taking it off of live view so I can get down here to my properties panel, and I'm going to go back to the page properties. Remember where we styled the background color and the text color. And I am going to go to the one that says links CSS, and I'm going to change the color of the link to a lighter blue. Yeah, for now. I can always change it later. Okay, lighter blue. Visited links also the same color. Rollover, perhaps white, and then active links also white. Okay, and that way, oh, and always underline? No. How about never underline? And then we'll apply that, and we should see a change right away. Now I can see it on that background a little bit better. It may not be the color I want to end up with, but at least I can see it again. And we'll say OK. All right, so that added some styles over here. It added those 4 styles, the A, linked, visited, hover, and active state. And that will be true for anything that's a link on your page, unless you do a link that is more specific. Remember, inside of nav, I have a link, so that would overwrite this. Okay, or that style anyway. So the next thing I want to do is I want to bring my logo in here. Okay. So I'm going to go up to the top of the page. I'm just going to click at the top here and give myself some space. And I'm just going to go to Files. I'm going to open up my images. I'm going to go down to Logo, which is a ping because it has transparency. And I'm going to drag it right up here to the top of the page. This thing that says alternate text is for accessibility. That means that somebody that is that can't see very well can, when they their cursor crosses over the whatever item is on the screen, they'll have a screen reader read them the alternate text so they can tell what they're floating over. So this is going to be called Bruce White logo. Okay, and so always add your alternate text for accessibility. It's just the right thing to do. Okay, and I should see the logo pop in there any second now. There it is. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my background now. I'm going to change it to, and remember where it got put in there in the first place. Here in the bodies property, or the bodies rule, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to say I want my background to, I'm going to browse to it inside of my folder. I should find it in the images folder, and it will be background for my home page right there. And I'll say open and OK. Oh, no, I don't. I want to use my FPO right now so I can put these things in the right position. So one more time. Let's go to FPO. That's that gray one, remember? So I can see the text that's over the background. All right, so not very beautiful to look at yet, but we'll get there, okay? Now I'm going to go to Files. I'm sorry, I'm going to go to Insert right now. And under Insert, I'm going to pick from Layouts. I'm going to click on Draw AP Div. And I'm just going to kind of draw an AP div around my FPO's logo right there. Okay. And what an AP div is, it's just a div. It's positioned absolutely. If I click on it right here, on that little handle thing, you can see its absolute position. It's just a div. It's something that Dreamweaver added in, and then in the CC version they've taken it away again. But it's just a quick way to get stuff on the screen. I mean, we're going to change these things anyway, but don't let the AP or the absolute position thing throw you off. It's just a div, a container for stuff. So I'm going to take my image here, and I'm going to Command X or cut it. That puts it in the clipboard, so if I click in here, I can paste it. Okay, so now it's inside that AP div. The next thing I want to do is I want to click on it so I see these three handles. And when I see the three handles, I can come down to the properties, or I should be able to come down to the properties panel and see the size of my image. And right now the width is 267 by 91. And I want to make this AP div the same. So 267 by 91. Nice fit around the outside of that. Okay, so now they're in the same place. Now I can grab this handle thing and move this to anywhere I want on the screen, pretty much. If I want to fine adjust it, I can use my arrow keys to move that around on the screen too. Okay, once I have it where I want, I'm ready to move on to the next thing. I'm going to make some more space with my text here, so I'm clicking up here in the top and just hitting return a couple times to get that stuff down there again. So the next thing I'm going to do is draw this my navigation bar. So draw AP div again, and I'm going to click down here on top of my navigation bar. This doesn't have to be exact, we can always change it later. I'm going to try to roll across the screen here. Rolling, rolling, not going to roll. Okay, we'll fix it in a second. My real estate's a little small. If I click on this line, you'll get these little handles so that I can drag. Let me see, I can't even scroll over there. I can drag this across the screen and put it where I want it, like so. Okay. While this AP div is open, which is AP div 2 by the way, I'm going to change the background color right down here, and I'm going to make it black. Okay. Then I'm going to click right in here, and I'm going to start typing my navigation stuff. And my navigation stuff is like, what is it? Home, about, gallery, and contact. All right. And also, while I'm down here, I can have that stuff positioned. Let's see. I should be able to position it to the right or the left. We'll come back to that. Right now I want it to float to the right. So it's here somewhere. I'm just missing it. CC, oh, here we go. I'm down the CSS properties, and I'm just going to pick this one that will float it to the right or align it to the right. And that pushes it out to the other side here. Okay? More about where I would like it to be. All right. When we come back, we'll put the rest of these things in some AP divs, and we'll style them up and start making them look more and more like our web page.